Garcia off the deflection as Fresno's comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. The field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Left, that is gone!
Rafa Perez, that's my play. Off the backboard, counted, and a win!
Alrighty, welcome back to another broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from Game 2 of Day 1 of the BISD tournament. If you're just tuning in, we just saw Brownsville Veterans Memorial knock off Brownsville Porter 11-2. Now switching gears to our second game between the Rio Grande City Rattlers out of 35A taking on the Porter Cowboys. This game on Real Sports Live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. As always, Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Shout out to the Porter faithful here, making attendance again.
Who do I have at third base over there? My favorite, Leobardo Garcia. Let's give it up for the Porter.
Brownsville Porter taking on Rio Grande City. They lost their first match here 11-2 a few months ago. Be back with the starting lineup for Rio Grande City in the defensive setup here for the Porter Cowboys. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Via, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Real Sports Live, bringing you the top of the first. The starting lineup for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, led by head coach Hiram Lopez. Hiram Lopez in his first season as the skipper for Rio Grande City, leading things off the second baseman, Daniel Guerra. Batting second at center field, Luis Garza. Batting third, the DH, Alan Garcia DHing for the left fielder, Ruben Sines. Batting fourth, Paul Bazan, the shortstop. Batting fifth and on the mound, Hugo Garcia. Batting sixth behind the plate, Jaden Chapa at catcher. Elio Marroquin batting seventh at third base. Batting eighth, Leo Rodriguez at first base. And rounding up the lineup for the Rattlers, Jose Garza and in right field. Up for Brownsville Porter, defensive setup. Same faces, just different positions. On the mound now, Amar Banda for the Porter Cowboys, led by head coach Oscar Cortez. Behind the plate, we have Marcos Salinas, Lindolfo Aguido at first base, Gerardo Salazar at second, Leobardo Garcia. Setting off here now is that pitch missing for a ball. Torres in short, Galvan in left, Franco in center, Rivera on right. So get things started off here with our first pitch. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast here on Real Sports Live. Porter, Rio Grande City, the Rattlers still designate the away team here in this matchup. Hard hit foul, bow down the right field line. 1-1 counts it again. We thank you for tuning in once again to this broadcast here. Day 1 of the BISD tournament. Kevin Naro on the call from Brownsville Base for the softball side of town. In the BISD tournament hosting baseball and softball these next 3 days. Coming to you from Pool A play here with Brownsville Hanna, Brownsville Vets, Brownsville Porter, and Rio Grande City. 3 games slated here for us on Real Sports Live in Day 1 on Porter High School. Again, Banda on a high pop-up. That one going to wind up foul. So now a 1-2 count sitting in. Lead things off here. Daniel Guerra, the second baseman. On deck, we have Luis Garza, the center fielder. Here in the top of the first, Rio Grande City can get things started off, led by head coach Hiram Lopez again. Hiram Lopez coming in his first year as a skipper for Rio Grande City. It is a 1-1-2 count, currently sitting in here on the second baseman. Banda kicks and deals, a 1-2. High and away, makes it a 2-2 count to start things off here in the top of the first again. First pitch at 12:29 p.m., temperature 81 degrees and clear skies. It's a little few clouds lingering here and there in Brownsville, Texas. Perfect baseball weather. There's a 1-2 pitch on the way. That one high, and that's going to be a walk. That puts a runner on first early on here. So similar to what we saw against Brownsville Vets, the leadoff hitter walks in the top of the first inning here in the form of Daniel Guerra. This brings in the center fielder, Luis Garza. Garza stepping in here. Again, playing center field on defensive side for the Rattlers. Rio Grande sitting the all-white with the red trim. Brownsville Porter in the classic blue and white. Pitch on the way. The wad pitch goes high and back, makes it a 1-0 count. And the Brownsville Veterans Chargers are also in attendance here in the bleachers. They just got that big win against Porter a few moments ago. Our Real Sports Live player of the game. So left fielder Jorge Alvarado went 2 for 3 from the plate with 2 RBIs. So 1-0 count sitting on Garza. Throw it back to first and a pickoff attempt not in time. Again here on a 1-0 count. Throw it back to first and a pickoff not in time.
Or both. Sun rises and...
Here, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a pickoff attempt back to Forrest Garza. Was only seeing a ball. That was a high one and a bunt attempt. Banda fires the 1-0 pitch on the way. This one fouled down the right field line. Count even up on 1-1 here for the center fielder, Luis Garza. Alan Garcia, the DH on deck, and he's DHing for the left fielder, Ruben Saenz. A lot of fans in attendance. A packed house here for a tournament middle of the day. Again, Garza sitting on a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. That one big. Swing and a miss. Makes it a 1-2 count.
Strikeout for Omar.
Strike 3 called, excuse me. So 1 away here in the top of the first is Banda gets strikeout number 1 as he gets in business early. Again, what affected Brownsville Porter in that matchup against Brownsville Vets was just constant errors. We saw those 5 runs come off 3 in the top of the first inning. So 1 away here with the runner on first as this brings in the DH, Alan Garcia. Again, Garcia DHing for the left fielder, Ruben Saenz. As that pitch away for a ball, 1-0 count. Again, Alan Garcia stepping into his first at bat. Rio Grande City, the district champs out of 35A. Gonna get something going here. The runner on first, taking a big lead off is Guerra. Runner going in a hard hit shot to right field. That's going to be tracked down by Rivera. Reels it in. A throwback to first for a double play, and there's a double play right there. So Guerra was looking to steal base. Garcia flies it out. That's out in right field. Then a throwback to pick him off at first. A double play. What a way to get things started off for Porter and bounce back after that first loss. Starting lineup for the Cowboys and the defensive setup for the Rattlers after this. You're watching Real Sports Live.
And you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Back here to Real Sports Live, the bottom of the first inning come to you from Game 2 of the BISD tournament. The starting lineup for the Porter Cowboys, who are led by head coach Oscar Cortez, leading things off the shortstop Alejandro Torres. Batting second on the mound, Ramon Bando got his first strikeout a few moments ago. As we see a wave right there by Brownsville veterans who are watching the game after getting that big win. Marcus Salinas behind the plate, batting third. So you see a wave right there going on. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Leobardo Garcia. Batting fifth in right field, Diego Rivera. Batting sixth, Brian Galvan, the left fielder. Batting seventh, Gael Franco in center field. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Gerardo Salazar. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Lindo Folguire. Defensive setup for Hiram Lopez's Rio Grande City Rattlers. On the mound, Hugo Garcia. Behind the plate, Jaden Chapa. At first, Libro Rodriguez. Daniel Guedas batting and playing at second base. Eliel Madoquin at third. Paul Bazan at short. Ruben Saenz in left. Luis Garza in center. And Jose Garcia in right. Yeah, leading things off right here. Alejandro Torres coming in. Again here, first pitch delivery as Hugo Garcia steps into the mound for his first inning of work. 2 inside for a ball, 1-0 count. So Alejandro Torres not having the best appearances in that first game against Brownsville. Vets going 0 for 3, striking out, flying out, and grounding out. Looking to have a change of pace in this matchup here as a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. This one hits hard towards the third base line. Going to be cut to the shortstop. Azan to throw to first, not in time. And a single here by Alejandro Torres, and good stop by the shortstop, Paul Bazan, but a leadoff single here for the shortstop. Now here comes the pitcher, Omar Banda. Banda stepping in for his first inning of work on the mound. He had an expressive good matchup here in that first game against BVM. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI single. So Garcia keeping his eye on first base. First pitch delivery. That one hammered down the right field line. 0-1 count sitting on the pitcher, Banda. Again, we saw Banda, who played in center field in that matchup against Brownsville Veterans. Now he's on the mound. He was already off to a good start with a strikeout, getting a 1-2-3 inning. And shout out to Diego Rivera on the right field. Reels in out number 2. No 1 count currently sitting in here on Banda. Pitch outside here, so 1-1 count now sitting on Banda. Marcus Salinas, the catcher, on deck. He played at third base in that match against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. And once again, the Rattler infield. Rodriguez in first. Guerra in second. Madoquin at third. Bazan at short. Chapa behind the plate, and Garcia on the mound. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one hit hard down the right field line, but it's just going to go off foul.
Heads up, if you bring the foul ball to the concession stand, you get 1 piece of bubble gum.
So 1-1 count now currently sitting in. One-two count currently sitting in here on Banda. Hard hit shot to right field. That one's going to be a base hit. Torres round second. He's going to beat a third, and that's a single right here. A stand-up single. Now runners on the corners with 2 hits here. Looks like Porter certainly shaked off the blues of the first matchup.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San.
Back at Real Sports Live, bottom of the first inning, Marcus Salinas is behind the plate now, stepping into his first at-bat in game number 2. And Porter will be done today, but they'll be back tomorrow afternoon. They'll be taking on Brownsville Hanna actually in the morning to open things up again. In a good old-fashioned Brownsville battle between Hanna. Hanna will be in action after this one against Rio Grande City. And Brownsville Vets will have their doubleheaders tomorrow. Hanna will have a doubleheader tomorrow as well. So runner going to go on the strike. That's a stolen base on a strike, an 0-1 count. One count, folks. We do apologize here. We are situated high in the press box, but it's a packed house. People are still coming into this one. Here, so the 0-1 count sitting in. Pitch on the way. This one hit hard. Good stop by Marroquin. The force out at home, so 1 out. At the first out here, so a good force out. Eliel Marroquin getting the ground ball. And now a play still in formation. An overthrown shot. That's going to be a run coming in for Porter. Again, a great play right there. It's going to be a force out. A force out here, but an error. Next, poor decision making here by Brownsville. Rio Grande City on defense allows a run to come in. We'll step away for a few moments here watching Real Sports Live.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its...
Here to Real Sports Live, and 0-1 count now sitting in. Brings in Eduardo Garcia, the third baseman. So Marcus Salinas now on third after hitting a hard hit shot. Then Eliel Marroquin fielded it, gets the force out at home, but then taking advantage of a little situation on defense, Porter tacks in a run. As that pitch outside here makes it a 1-1 count. Now sitting in on the third baseman, Eduardo Garcia. Eduardo Garcia, who played behind the plate in this matchup against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Went 2 for 3. He singled, got hit by a pitch, then flew out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eduardo Garcia stepping in for his first stab out of his second game. Again, Porter will be in action tomorrow morning against Hannah. Hitting there for a strike now, 0-2 count, currently sitting in. A 1-2 count, excuse me. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Another run coming in 90 feet away at third. So Garcia trying to get the Rattlers out of this jam. Kicks and deals the 1-2 on the way. Just a bit too inside, makes it a 2-2 count now. On the third baseman on deck, the right fielder Diego Rivero had that double play in the top of the first, picking off a runner and getting out number 2 on a fly ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Two on the way. This one hit hard back up. It's going to be fielded by Marroquin. Throw to first, off the mark. That's a hit. So another run's going to come in here for Brownsville Porter, and that's going to be a single off an error for Eduardo Garcia. Again, Eliel Marroquin made a great stop. The throw to Leroy Rodriguez just popping out of his glove and a bit wide.
Cowboys, number 8, Diego Rivera.
Brings in the right fielder, Diego Tejeda. So off an error, that's a single by Eduardo Garcia. So now a runner sitting at first here, and everyone in high spirits now in Brownsville Porter. As Porter strikes first in this one after allowing those first 5 in game 1. He's going to step off the mound for a few moments again. So still 1 out and a runner on first, and 2 runs coming in off errors here by the Rio Grande City side. And RGC now led by head coach Idam Lopez, coming off that district title run. Suffered a loss in the area round. That pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1 count. Quick shot all the way to Alyssa Gonzalez, tuning in from Mission, Texas. You're supporting Rio Grande City. We thank you for tuning into the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. So no one count currently sitting in here on Diego Rivera. And a hard hit shot to right field, but just creeps off foul. Makes it a 0-2 count on the right fielder. On deck, the left fielder, Brian Galvan. Brian Galvan, who was on the mound for Brownsville Porter, had 2 strikeouts in that match. Again, they lost 11-2. The player of the game, that one, Jorge Alvarado for Brownsville Veterans, going 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. It's actually in the stands. He's a few rows down. We can see him from here. It's now a 0-2 count. Currently sitting in here on Diego Rivera on still 1 out, so a runner on first. Marlon Garcia taking a big lead off first, slowly stepping off the bag. Hugo Garcia not keeping his eye off him. Big 0-2 on the way. High and outside, and a quick pounce by Chapa to scare Garcia back on down to first, so now it's a 1-2 count. Getting a very packed house here at Porter High School for Game 2 of our tournament. All teams in these pools are getting 3 guaranteed games before we pick out the winners for the elimination round on Saturday. A 1-2 pitch on the way. Egg swinging and miss on a drop strike. They're going to say he fouled it back, so it's a 1-2 count.
Up to bat for the Porter Cowboys.
They're going to rule it a strikeout.
Brian Galvan.
So Diego Rivera is going to go ahead and strike out. That's going to be Hugo Garcia's first K of the afternoon, tying up with Omar Bond as this brings in Brian Galvan, who's now in left field. 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. A runner on first as Galvan comes in for his first at-bat. Again, Galvan was on the mound for Porter. He fouls one back.
If you are reporting to 6th period, which is your lunch, please get your plate and come on back. Get your plate and
And we saw that matchup here. We had Brian Galvan, who went 0 for 3 from the plate, striking out and flew out in his last 2 at-bats. Again, it's an 0-1 count sitting in. No 1 count here after Galvan fouls off the first pitch. Fires this one off, pitch on the way.
Thank you to my awesome Porter Cowboy fans. Have a great day. Make your way back here with permission from your teacher.
Garcia set the fire, the one on the way. In there for a strike, just a bit low, makes it a 0-2 count. And Brian Galvan in the left field now on deck, the center fielder, Gal Franco. Garcia. 0-2 on the way. Outside makes it a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runner on first for Brownsville Porter after tacking on 2 runs. Striking first in the second matchup. 12:51 p.m. First pitch was at about 12:32-31. You know, we can't complain about the weather, not cold and wet like last week. A beautiful day here in Brownsville. It's a hard hit shot back to Hugo Garcia. The throw to first going to be a bit high off the mark. That's going to be extra bases. He's going to go ahead and around third. He's going to try to go home. Play at the plate, not in time. That's another run and an overthrow once again. So 2 back-to-back errors. And he's going to try to go for it. And that's going to be another run coming in for Porter on an infield home run. Infield home run off errors. The replay presented by South Padre Island. So that was hit back, and he got caught. He got caught, and the throw was overthrown to third off a pickoff attempt. That's an infield home run. So early on, a 4-0 game.
Let's give it up for the Porter Cowboys. Let's keep it going with number 3, Gael Franco.
So Galvan certainly shaked off the 0-3 Blues and gets started with an infield home run. It's a 4-0 game here with 2 away. It's a hard hit shot to the shortstop. Azan makes the stop. The throw skips off the dirt and in time. It's a 1-2-3, or the end of the third here. Or the end of the first, excuse me. but the damage is done as 4 runs here for the Cowboys, especially after an infield home run by Brian Galvan. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Round your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
It down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, a high ball going to be tracked down by Franco, who reels it in and quickly one away here in the top of the second. So Paul Bazan flies out to start things off here, is now one away. We saw Porter force that 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first inning. Then they get those 4 runs here now in the bottom of the first after an infield home run by Brian Galvan. It's a pitch coming in on the way. Now in there for a strike. It finds Hugo Garcia. Hugo Garcia with 1 strikeout here. He's tied up with Omar Banda. Here after 1 away quickly in the top half of the second inning. Skips off the dirt, 1-1 count. Now sitting in on the pitcher, Hugo Garcia. Jaden Chapo is behind the plate on deck for Rio Grande City, excuse me. In there for a strike. That's a 1-2 count.
Boys over there in the corner, you need to take a seat. Please do not stand in the hall right there. Go ahead and take a seat, boys.
So a 2-2 count now sitting in. This one going to be hit back up to the second baseman. That's Salazar gets the throw to first in time. 2 away. Hugo Garcia grounds out, so now quickly 2 away here in the top of the second. Jaden Chapano behind the plate coming in for the Rattlers. And Rio Grande City, one of those teams who is a wild card in a sense because they had that great run last season in the postseason. They're on verge, but currently winless in the overall record. They suffered that opening day loss. Pitch just inside for a ball. 1-0 count sitting in on Champa. Elio Marroquin, the third baseman, on deck for Rio Grande City. Big swing and a miss makes it a 1-1 count. And Porter's infield. Aguirre at first, Salazar at second, Torres at short, Garcia at third, Galvan in left, Franco in center, Rivette on right. This one hit hard down the left field. Galvan covering it, reels it in. 1-2-3 inning here for Brownsville Porter in the top of the second. The bottom of the second we go. Porter back on offense. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Rectos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Matt Kidder, Real Sports Live, coming to you for the bottom of the second inning, leading things off. The second baseman, Gerardo Salazar. He's followed by Lindolfo Aguirre, the first baseman. And in the hole, the shortstop, the top of the lineup, Alejandro Torres.
Up to bat for the Porter Cowboys, Jerry Salazar.
First pitch in there for a strike here. So now we saw that bottom of the first inning, very productive for the Porter Cowboys. 4 runs, including the infield home run by Brian Galvan. So that brings in Gerardo Salazar, the second baseman. Salazar stepped in to relieve Brian Galvan in the first game. He got 3 strikeouts. Garcia fires the one. It's a 2-0 count. Again, thank you for tuning in here to Real Sports Live. Day 1 of the BISD tournament, game 2, excuse me. A beautiful Thursday afternoon from beautiful Brownsville, Texas, my second home in a sense. The 2-0, this one going to be popped up high to center field. That's going to be by the second baseman, Guerra, who goes way out of his comfort zone in the outfield to reel it in, so one away.
To bat, your favorite, number 10, Lindolfo Lindy Aguirre.
So now coming in here, we have Lindolfo Aguirre, the first baseman, who went 0 for 3 in that matchup against Brownsville veterans. We had some good stops in the top of the first and the top of the second. That's Lindolfo Aguirre, as his fans like to call him here, Lindy Aguirre stepping in. Now quickly one away as the wind starting to pick up a bit here. Coming to you live from the press box, the wind blowing in from about the north-northeast. Here situated on International Boulevard. Home plate faces north-northeast. It's a 0-1 count currently sitting in here on the first baseman, Lindy Aguirre. In there for a strike. So as he deals in 2 straight strikes here, Hugo Garcia here with 1 strikeout. Struck out the right fielder Diego Rivera here in the bottom of the 1st inning. 0-2 on the way. Hi, that's a 1-2 count now, sitting on Aguirre on deck. The top of the lineup, the shortstop Alejandro Torres was single to open things up here for the Porter Cowboys. Of course, Porter knocking in 4 runs. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one hit hard to right field. That one's just going to go foul. Lindy Aguirre continuing the battle here, the first baseman for the Porter Cowboys. Again, the other pools we have Pool B at Lopez. It's Port Isabel, Brownsville, Lopez, Edinburgh, Economides. In Pool C, Brownsville, Pace, La Jolla, Juarez, Lincoln, and Valley View. And here in Pool A, 4 teams. Hannah, Porter, Veterans Memorial, and Rio Grande City. So 1-2 count currently sitting in here on the first baseman, Lindy Aguirre. 2-2 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning as Lindy Aguirre will go down as the 2nd strikeout recorded by Hugo Garcia.
Top of the lineup with number 1, Alejandro Torres.
Springs in Alejandro Torres, the shortstop. He's 1 for 1 after leading things off in the bottom of the 1st with the single. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, excuse me, I do apologize. In there for a strike, 0-1 count quickly on the shortstop. And Alejandro Torres, 1 for 1 today from the plate. And that matchup went 0 for 3, so he quickly shook things off and got over it. 0-1 pitch. Just missing. That's a 1-1 count now sitting on Torres. On deck, the pitcher, Ahmad Avanda. Avanda singling in the bottom of the 1st inning. We saw those 3 straight hits, including the triple by Marcus Salinas. Some score alerts here we have. PSJ just defeated Flower Bluff 2-1. And that matchup everyone was talking about, Corpus Christi King and Corpus Christi Carroll. That pitch fouls off here. Now a 1-2 count currently sitting in here on Torres. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Hugo Garcia trying to get his 3rd strikeout. This one hammered down the left field line, foul, so a 1-2 count remaining on the shortstop Torres. Getting here now, so the 1-2 count currently sitting in. Temperature now in the high 80s. And we started off with a mid to low 70 first pitch at 10 a.m. Garcia taking his time, the 1-2 on the way. That one foul once again down the left field line, so Torres continuing the battle once again on deck. The pitcher, Ahmad Vanda. Talking about Porter on defense, forcing consecutive 1-2-3 innings in the top of the 1st and in the top of the 2nd inning. There's a 1-2 count currently sitting in. Eagle fires, pitch on the way. High and outside, it's now a 2-2 count currently sitting in here on Garcia.
Leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. La cuenta los 3 patos. Garcia trying to get his 3rd strikeout. Pitch on the way. And that one fouled back. So again, Torres continuing the battle. He's fouled off the last 4 pitches. And looking to stay alive and keep this inning. He is the potential final hitter if the out can come in. Again, the dimensions here down the foul lines, 300 in left, 310 in right. Down the middle, 377. And at 325, we have Cowboy Alley, which is the lower part of the fence. proves to be a target for some right-handed hitters. A swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 3 for Hugo Garcia. So 1-2-3 inning forced by Rio Grande City on defense. To the top of the third we go. Porter still on top 4-0. You're watching Real Sports Live.
I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos calling by, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items.
Back here to Real Sports Live, top of the third inning. Big swing and a miss for a strike. A 1-2-3 inning back-to-back here for Rio Grande City is leading things off now. Leo Mariquin, the third baseman. Pitch missing. That's a 1-1 count now sitting in. And Leo Mariquin, the third baseman, had some good stops in that bottom half of the first. On deck, the first baseman, Leroy Rodriguez, and rounding up the lineup in right field, Josue Garcia. A pitch missing here. That's a 2-1 count currently sitting in. This one hit back up the middle. The shortstop, Torres, is going to hand it. The throw to first. In time. What a play right there. Leo Mariquin grounds out. Great stop. Take the replay here presented by Josh Moody Loans. It's a hard hit shot down the middle. Got past the glove of Banda, but coming in, Alejandro Torres, the shortstop, makes a good stop and the throw just in time. So now one away here in the top of the third as the leadoff hitter, Eliel Mariquin, grounds out. Big swing and a miss for an 0-1 count. That brings in the first baseman, Leroy Rodriguez. Rodriguez taking his first stab out as we're barely clearing the lineup. Again, it's been a 1-2-3, 1-2-3 on offense for Rio Grande City as Porter's defense has just done an outstanding job. It's the 0-1 pitch on the way. That one outside makes it a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike went out here. 3 1s all over the board in the top of the third inning. Mondo awaits his sign from Salinas and gets it, kicks and deals. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Makes a chop at it. That's a 1-2 count now, sitting on Leroy Rodriguez. On deck and rounding up the lineup, the right fielder, Jose Garcia. And Omar Banda looking for his second strikeout. We saw Hugo Garcia get his 3, and that's going to be a strikeout right there. It's going to be out number 2 here in the top of the third. That's strikeout number 2 for Omar Banda. Brownsville Rivera just getting a win a few moments ago, 3-0. They're playing in tournament action. Only Brownsville school is not here at the BISD tournament. Big swing and a miss here for a strike. Go 1 count as this brings in Jose Garcia, the right fielder, the last of the lineup here for Rio Grande City.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
There's the 0-2 count, quickly sitting in here on right fielder Jose Garcia. That pitch missing. That's a 1-2 count now sitting in. Again here, Brownsville Porter looking to make it 3 consecutive 1-2-3 innings as Rio Grande City yet to have a hit. The only runner on first was Daniel Guerra, and he got picked off in a double play in the top of the first inning. 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him swinging, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 3 for Porter, and we're all tied up between Banda and Garcia in the strikeouts. Another 1-2-3 inning defensively for Brownsville Porter. To the bottom of the third we go. You're watching Real Sports Live.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members to do their best and to be their best. We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown.
Back here at Real Sports Live, bottom of the third inning, leading things off. The pitcher, Amado Bando, just got his second and third strikeouts. A high pop-up to start things off. Going to be tracked down by the shortstop, Azan, and he reels it in for out number 1.
Next up to bat for the Porter Cowboys is number 33, Marcos Salinas.
So one away here quickly in the bottom of the third inning as this brings in Marcos Salinas. Salinas getting that huge triple in the bottom of the first inning. It's again here, bottom of the third inning. Thank you for tuning into the BISD tournament. Leading things off now here is Marcos Salinas after Amado Banda flies out to get things started here in the bottom of the third. First pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Breaking ball finds the outside portion of the zone. Hugo Garcia, despite all the hits, has had 3 strikeouts. His counterpart, Amadavanda, also with 3 strikeouts. This one popped up high to right field. Chasing it down is Garcia and gets under it for out number 2.
Next up to bat for the Porter Cowboys, number 25, Leobardo Garcia.
So now 2 innings, 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the third as Marcos Salinas now flies out.
Yes, I'm talking to all of you. We're looking over here. Take a seat.
Now this brings in here the third batter in the lineup, Leobardo Garcia. Leobardo Garcia currently sitting here 1 for 1 after singling off an error in the bottom of the first inning. He's a strike in his second at bat, 0-1 count. A lot of fans out here in the concourse, a lot of students here in attendance. Trying to rally behind the Porter Cowboys, getting off to a good start, 4-0 lead here against Rio Grande City. Chopped up to the shortstop, Azan, a long throw across the diamond. That one is going to be just in the nick of time. Great play here by the shortstop. So now a 1-2-3 inning forced defensively by Rio Grande City. To the top of the 4th we go. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com. Escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memory.
Here, Real Sports Live as a quick fly out in foul territory by Daniel Guerra puts one away in the top of the 4th. And here's so one fly out here, so that means Daniel Guerra will go 1 for 2 from the plate after walking in the top of the 1st. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be inside for a ball. 1-0 counts. This brings in the center fielder, Luis Garza. Garza struck out in his first at bat. He was Banda's first K of the afternoon.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to
The 1-0 count currently sitting in. That one missing. Finally trying to deal for his fourth strikeout. And there's strike 3 called. So 2 outs here once again in the top of the 4th inning quickly. Having some slight technical difficulties. We do apologize. Here's that strikeout number 4 for Omar Banda, who continues to have that dominant presence on the mound. First pitch down in the way makes it a 1-0 count. Sitting in as this brings in now Alan Garcia, the DH. Once again, DHing for the left fielder, Ruben Saenz. Big swing and a miss, evens up the count at 1-1. Once again, our Real Sports Live part of the game for our first match of Jorge Alvarado, going 2 for 3 from the plate with 2 RBIs. A dominant run here for Brownsville Porter in this second game, as that one just missing. It's going to be called a strike. The bit too outside, they're going to call it outside in the zone. Shortstop Paul Bazan on deck for Brownsville, for Rio Grande City, excuse me. 1-2 on the way. That one fouled off, so staying alive in this count. Currently Alan Garcia and Paul Bazan, a shortstop for Rio Grande City on deck. Again, temperature dropping back down to the high 70s, 79 degrees here in beautiful Brownsville, Texas. As Bonder looking for strikeout number 5, awaits his sign from Salinas and gets it, kicks and deals, the 1-2 on the way. Just a bit too high, evens up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Huge 2-2 count on the way. Big swing and a miss, strike 3 called. 1-2-3 inning and ends it with 2 back-to-back strikeouts. As that strikeout number 5 for Omar Banda to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Educate and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Back here at Real Sports Live, bottom of the 4th inning here as we welcome you back to the broadcast here. What's been a dominant run for the Porter Cowboys over the Rio Grande City Rattlers, 4-0. Order here for the Porter Cowboys, leading things off. The right fielder, Diego Rivera, is followed by Brian Galvan. The left fielder, Gal Franco batting here. So it's an outfield trio to start things off in the bottom of the 4th inning again. Diego Rivera stepping in here. He's 0 for 1 after striking out in the bottom of the first. He was the first strikeout against Diego Rivera. And Hugo Garcia still staying on the mound with 3 strikeouts. Omar Banda with 5. It's a hard hit shot here to second baseman. That one's going to be reeled in for a low infield fly. Daniel Guerra, reels it in.
Cowboys, number 6, Brian Galvan.
Diego Rivera will go 0 for 2 after he flies out to the second baseman, Daniel Guerra. You go here to Brian Galvan, the left fielder. Brian Galvan getting that infield home run in the bottom of the first inning. That pitch missing for a ball, 1-0 count. Here, Brian Galvan, that infield home run, and you get a 4-0 game. But Porter's been a little quiet ever since then. Rio Grande City's managed to hold their own. As that one finds the outside portion of the plate, evens up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike went out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Their leadoff hitter, Diego Rivera, flies out to second. Good grab right there by Daniel Guerra. And Leroy Rodriguez at first, Bazan at short, Maruquin at third. In there for a strike, so 2 straight strikes thrown in here to Brian Galvan. That's Hugo Garcia looking for his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. And currently 1:29 p.m. this game's scheduled to end at about 2:10. That pitch missing here. That's a 2-2 count now sitting in. Getting a great attendance here. Great turnout for a beautiful day of baseball here on Real Sports Live. Two on the way. Shoots this one back here towards Maroquin, who makes the stop to throw across the diamond in time. 2 away. Beautiful playmaking right there by the third baseman, Eliel Maroquin, who scoops it. Finds the throw to Leroy Rodriguez at first in time. The first 2 hitters in the order fly out and ground out as this brings in Gal Franco, the center fielder. Franco for 1 today. Again, Gal Franco here, the center fielder, coming in 0 for 1. Hugo Garcia, you're looking to make it a 1-2-3. As it was a 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. So 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 2nd. So it's been a defensive battle ever since the beginning of the bottom of the 1st inning. Rio Grande City has been left on base. Porter has been left on base, but ever since then it's been just 1-2-3s on both sides. So that one's in there and missing. Makes it a 2-0 count. Gerardo Salazar on deck, the second baseman. He flew out. He's 0 for 1. And it's Hugo Garcia trying to get a 1-2-3 once again for Rio Grande City defensively as he steps out of the mound while Franco steps out of the box to regain composure. And now we got that slight breeze coming in, makes the temperature drop down a bit more here in Brownsville. And that Gulf Coast breeze, the 2-0 count. In there for a strike, that's a 2-1 count. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hugo Garcia trying to make it another 1-2-3 for the Rattlers, looking for his 4th strikeout. In there, strike 3 called. And that's strikeout number 4 for Hugo Garcia. So 1-2-3 inning defensively here for Rio Grande City as we go to the top of the 5th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
Back at the Real Sports Live, the first pitch in there for a strike. Lead-off hitter in the top of the fifth inning here, Paul Bazan, the shortstop. Bazan 0 for 1 after flying out in the top of the second inning. And Rio Grande City yet to have a hit in this matchup. That pitch high makes it a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, nobody out in the top of the fifth inning. On deck, the pitcher Hugh Garcia. Garcia with 4 strikeouts. Counterpart Amon Banda with 5 strikeouts. 1-2 on the way. That one just a bit too inside, evens up the count at 2-2. Again, it's been a constant 1-2-3 inning, 1-2-3 inning for either side. Order has cooled down a bit. Rio Grande City trying to wake up their bats. That one just missing now, a full count sitting in. On Papazan, once again, Hugh Garcia, the pitcher on deck for Rio Grande City. He's followed by Jaden Chapa. First 3 in the order here for the top of the fifth inning. Banda set the fire, 3-2 payoff pitch. This one popped up high, but gonna wind up foul and out of play.
Heads up, if you bring the ball back to the concession stand, you get a free bubble gum.
3-2 count currently sitting in here as Banda kicks and deals the payoff pitch. That one high, that's going to be a walk. So that's only the second batter walked in the whole ballgame for Rio Grande City. As it's either been a hit, a strikeout, a ground out, or a fly out. But again, only 2 walks here so far. The first one was leadoff hitter Daniel Get on the top of the first. Runner on first here with nobody on the top of the fifth. This brings in Hugh Garcia. Garcia for 1 after grounding out in the top of the second inning. Pitch just a bit too inside, 1-0 count. And the Porter Cowboy infield, Aguida at first, Salazar at second, Garcia at third. Third is at short. Bond on the mound, Salinas. Then the play at the outfield, Galvan in left, Franco in center, Rivera on right. Rivera getting that double play early on. That one fouled off, a 1-1 count. Back to the screen. Jaden Chapa on deck, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. And Eduardo Garcia having a quick meeting with Lamar Banda. Pitch on the way. A high pop-up, gonna wind up foul on a bunt. It's a good attempt right there by Leobardo Garcia trying to reach out.
By Leobardo at third base.
Again, Leobardo trying to stretch out on a high bunt, but good thing it just veered off foul. So 1-2 count still remaining in on Hugo Garcia. Bondo waits his sign. 1-2 on the way. That one fouled back once again to the screen, so again the count remains 1-2. On deck, Jaden Chapa, the catcher. Garcia's just gone out. Now this brings in Jaden Chapa. Chapa 0 for 1. Runner gonna go. That's a wild pitch. It's gonna be ruled a foul tip. No one count here to get things started off with Jaden Chapos behind the plate for Rio Grande City. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Chapa trying to keep a rally going. Banda fires back to Aguirre to pick off Bazan at short. No one count sitting in. Bazan, the lone runner on first here with 1 away. Banda waits this sign and gets it. 0-1, throw back to first instead. Gets there back safely. So Bazan now testing the waters a bit, stepping off and leading a big lead off first. Again on the 0-1 count still here with 1 away. Mondo waits his sign, the 0-1. Big swing and a miss and 1 in the dirt. A throw back here to second for a pickoff, and they get him. And no 2 count here now as Chapa swung at 1 in the dirt. And thinking he was good, Bazan goes for it and trying to steal second. He's going to be called out, but they're still going to question it a bit. He was called out. We're going to step away for a few moments with the final recap. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Great call right there by Marco Salinas, who threw it back over to second. So, again, Jaden Chapa swings and makes it a no-2 count. Bazan goes to try to steal second, and Marco Salinas picks him off at 2. Now a no-2 count, currently sitting in. That one just missing. That's a 1-2 count now, sitting on the catcher Chapa. Third baseman Leo Maruquin on deck for Rio Grande City. So 1-2 pitch on the way. This one hit hard to left field on it. Now is Galvan. That one's going to fall in for a hit. That's for extra bases. He's rounding first. He's going to try to go to 2. He's going to stay put for a stand-up double. Jaden Chop on a 1-2 count. Stays alive and keeps eating going with the stand-up double. The replay here, a hard hit shot.
Watch a game, you're going to report to the softball field. The softball field. Once you get permission, you can report to the softball field. This is the last baseball game for the Porter Cowboys here, so please report to the softball field.
So a stand-up double coming in here as Jaden Chapa doubles in. Now a pinch hitter coming in. Bench runner, excuse me. New pinch runner, Maruquin. As Leo Maruquin comes up to bat. High for a ball, 1-0 count on the third baseman. Leo Maruquin 0 for 1 after grounding out in the top of the third. He let things off with the ground out. There's a 1-0 count with 1 away in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. Now one outside makes it a 2-0 count. And coming up next here on Real Sports Live, Rio Grande City set to take on Brownsville in our third and final matchup of the afternoon. Pitch on the way. That one fouled down the right field line, makes it a 2-1 count. Again, this game is slated to end at about 2:20. We'll have an intermission as the next one starts till 3 o'clock. So all said and done, should be over by 4:30, 5 o'clock, wrapping things up. Here's so Banda still working around now with Maruquin. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. A pickoff, that's second, not in time. And still a 2-1 count on the third baseman at Liel Marroquin. Leroy Rodriguez, the first baseman on deck for Rio Grande City. Again, the Rattlers now having the best start to 2022, currently 0-3 on the season. Big swing and a miss for a strike, evens up the count at 2-2.
The campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires.
Get a Real Sports Live, 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. That one missing. That's a full count now sitting in here on the third baseman, Liel Marroquin. Once again, the first baseman, Leroy Rodriguez, on deck for Rio Grande City. Rodriguez 0 for 1. He was a strikeout. He was strikeout number 2 for Omar Banda in the top of the third. Banda here, 3-2 payoff pitch. That one fouled back, so Marroquin continuing the battle and stay alive. Again, still one out here. The lone out was Yu Garcia. And so now Selena's going to have a quick word on the mound with Omar Banda. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles.
Here's the Real Sports Live. In there, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 6 here for Omar Banda. Now to retire the side here. To the bottom of the 6th we go. You're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here to Real Sports Live, a strike to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Brownsville Porter, leading things off Gerardo Salazar, the second baseman. Garcia fires, big swing and a miss, makes it a 0-2 count early on here on the second baseman, Gerardo Salazar. The first baseman, Lindolfo Aguirre, on deck. And a 0-2 count currently sitting in. Garcia kicks and deals the 0-2. That one just missing. That's a 1-2 count. Now sitting in on the second baseman. Hernando Salazar again 0 for 1 after flying out in the bottom of the second inning. Lindolfo Aguirre, first baseman on deck. Big 1-2 on the way. Now a drop strike. You're going to be picked up by the catcher. Chapa to throw. A first in time. Rule that strikeout number 5 for Hugo Garcia. One away quickly here in the bottom of the fifth. Again, we've been seeing this defensive battle. No runs have come in since that bottom of the first inning. Lindolfo Aguirre now coming in. New pinch hitter here coming in. Now for Brownsville reporter Alexander Solitari. And Alexander Solitari now pinch hitting here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. First pitch on the way. One fouled back for a strike. 0-1 count now sitting on the pinch hitter against Solitari coming in here to pinch hit. Next up in the order was the first baseman Lindolfo Aguirre. Garcia fires the 0-1 on the way. Big swing and a miss makes it 0-2 early on in the bottom of the fifth inning. Again, the momentum of the ball game has certainly shifted. We started off here once again with those 4 runs coming in for Porter in the bottom half of the first inning, but ever since then, just been a defensive stalemate. Big swing and a miss, strike 3 called, strikeout number 6 for Hugo Garcia. Now, 12 combined strikeouts between the two to make it 2 away here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. This brings us back here to the shortstop, Alejandro Torres. Alejandro Torres now coming in here for his third at bat. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 count.
Important things to do is to love your students.
That pitch missing in there. Makes it a 1-1 count now on the shortstop. Torres 1 for 2 today from the plate. Singled in the bottom of the first and struck out in the bottom of the second inning. Strikeout number 3 for Hugo Garcia on the day so far. Now here in his third at bat in the bottom of the fifth. Shoots this one back. Marroquin's going to bobble it. The throw to first. That one in time. 1-2-3 inning here defensively for Rio Grande City as we go to the top of the 6th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members to do their best and to be their best. We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation,
and a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Eddie Bergella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academics.
Back here at Real Sports Live, the top of the sixth inning, leading things off for Rio Grande City. Leroy Rodriguez, the first baseman, as Banda steps back onto the mound for his sixth inning of work. We're back underway. That one pops out for a ball. And a 1-0 count currently sitting here on Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 1. He struck out in the top of the third. This is barely his second at-bat of the ball game. Sponda with 6 strikeouts, him combined with Garcia for 12. As that one fouled back. Makes it a 1-1 count now, sitting in on the second baseman, Rodriguez. And Bond looking for strikeout number 7 potentially here as we're in the top of the sixth inning. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. That one back up towards Banda. Slow roller. Soft touch to Aguida at first in time. 1 away. Leadoff hitter Leroy Rodriguez is going to ground out. Have a slow chopper down the middle back to the mound. This brings in the right fielder Jose Garcia. Jose Garcia stepping in for his second at-bat. Pitch on the way. That one finds the outside portion of the strike zone. 0-1 count sitting in again. Jose Garcia 0 for 1 as well, stepping into his second at-bat of the ball game. He struck out in the top of the third inning. He was now 1-2-3. There's been a multiple 1-2-3s, 1-2-3s, 1-2-3s here. And the battle's a big swing and a miss, makes it a 0-1 count. There's a good crowd on hand here for this one. Plenty of fans here. That one fouled back.
Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every.
So 0-2 count now, quickly sitting in here. You know, Jose Garcia sitting now in 0-2 after fouling off the last 2. He took a swing and a miss and fouls a big one back. Banda here still looking to maintain that presence on the mound. Here's the 0-1 on the way. That one swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. 2 away now. So 1-2 in the inning so far in the top of the sixth. Garcia strikeout. That's strikeout number 7 for the righty. Here now, a new hitter coming in the top of the lineup. The form of David Guerra. He's got a pinch hitter now coming in here for Rio Grande City. That one fouled back, and 0-1 count currently sitting in. A new hitter coming in here to the lineup for the Rattlers. Yo, 1 count. That one just missing the hitter. That's going to wind up 2 inside, evens up the count at 1-1. And a new pinch hitter coming in. Late addition to the card. It's a high pop-up being tracked down by Aguirre. But just sneaks off foul, makes it a 0-2 count. Sepulveda now coming in here to hit. That one fouled back here. Going to be shot off the middle by the first baseman, Aguida. Soft touch to Banda in time. 1-2-3 inning here as we go to the bottom of the sixth. You're watching Real Sports Live.
In the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
It down.
Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology.
At Get a Real Sports Live, bottom of the sixth inning, leading things off here, the pitcher, Ahmad Banda. In the bottom of the sixth inning, pitch on the way. And there for a strike, 0-1 count. One count here is Garcia back for his sixth inning of work. Pitch on the way. Chops that one in the dirt. That's an 0-2 count sitting in on Banda. Bond today 1 for 2 from the plate. He singled in the bottom of the first and flew out in the bottom of the third. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. In there, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 7 now sitting here on Hugo Garcia. That's now 14 combined strikeouts between Banda and Garcia. This has turned to a pitcher's duel in the late stages of the game. This brings in Marco Salinas. Salinas coming in here for his third at-bat of the day. He's 1 for 2, tripled in the bottom of the first and flew out in the bottom of the third inning. Again, here in the bottom of the sixth, Garcia fires the first pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Finds the outside high portion of the zone. 0-1 count. And coming up next, our third and final game of day one. We have Rio Grande City set to take on Brownsville, heading out of 32-6A. And Porter will be back in action tomorrow against Hannah to kick things off for their third and final game. All games in these pools are getting all teams getting 3 games apiece. Here's the 0-1 count with the teams with the most wins advance to the semifinals. Saturday, a high ball. That one's just going to go out of play and foul. Makes it a 0-2 count now sitting in on Marco Salinas.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
A 1-2 count now sitting in on the third baseman, Marco Salinas. Gio Garcia now looking for strikeout number 8 in this matchup. Here's the sign. First here, 0-2 pitch on the way, excuse me, that one. Just missing, that's the first ball of that bat. A 1-2 count now sitting in here on Salinas. It's Marco Salinas here trying to stay alive, trying to keep this inning going. Avoid being out number 2 on a 1-2 count. Garcia waits his sign from Chapa and gets it. And Salinas steps out of the box for a quick breather. Here, the big 1-2 on the way. That one goes for a ball, makes it a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Rio Grande City will have their second matchup in the doubleheader against Brownsville Hannah immediately following this one. Scheduled for 3 o'clock, so we might be wrapping up around 2:30. Pitch on the way. That one shot back here to the shortstop, Bazan. A long throw across the diamond. That one's going to one hop and go off past the first baseman, Rodriguez. And that's going to go ahead and be a single in. Single here by Marcos Salinas. This brings in Eduardo Garcia, the third baseman. Salinas 1 for 2. Again, Eduardo Garcia 1 for 2. He singled off an error in the bottom of the 1st and grounded out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're set to come in. Attempt to pick off at first won't be good. Salinas retreats back to the bag. And on deck here, Diego Rivera, the right fielder in the bottom of the 6th inning. Potential final inning for Brownsville Porter. Pitch on the way. That one veers off for a ball, 1-0 count. Mission just defeated PSJ Memorial 7-4. Wesco defeats Zapata 5-0. Wesco defeats Edinburgh North 5-0 on back-to-back wins in tournament play at the Mid-Valley Classic. We're going on in Wesco now. Wesco East, some good names now in Harlingen South also competing there. Again, South actually getting their first win off Porter. That one's in there for a strike. So 1-1 count now sitting in here. Of course, talking about Brownsville Porter actually faced off against Harlingen South on Tuesday night with the Hawks winning that one 6-4. Harlingen South team that's in the rebuilding phase, losing so many starters. Key component of last year's squad, who were 1 game shy of district tied playoffs, excuse me, and now a runner going to be caught and a run down and going to be picked off. So run down here now results in another out. Makes it 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th, so that clears the bases. And still
You're watching Real Sports Live.
1-0 count on the way. Garcia set the fire, pitch on the way. That one. In there for a strike. 1-1 count sitting in now. Eduardo Garcia. Garcia again singling off there in the bottom of the 1st. He was eventually brought in by Brian Galvan in that infield home run. The 1-1 hit back up to middle to Garcia on the chopper. Is going to walk it down to first base. Now touch in here. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Step away for a few moments here watching Real Sports Live.
Daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
it down.
See you later, touchdown.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology.
Back here at Real Sports Live, top of the 7th inning. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 count. No one counts sitting in here now as a big swing and a miss. Our pinch hitter coming in for Rio Grande City. So no 2 count quickly here in the top of the 7th. The potential final inning of this one. That is now on the bat. Sees a ball face in, a 1-2 count again. Bettis pinch hitting here. Some late additions to the lineup card. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. As Brian Bettis goes down swinging on strikes. On a 4-pitch at bat. Puts one away here in the top of the 7th. Takes his bat to the DH, Alan Garcia. Garcia sees the strike. Garcia 0 for 2 flew out in the top of the 1st, and that 1-2-3, and then that 1-2-3 again flew out. In the top of the 4th, the strikeout. We're here in the top of the 7th inning, potential final inning. It's a 1-1 count. That one fouled back. That makes it a 2-2, or 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're now here in the top of the 7th inning on deck now. Paul Bazan, the shortstop, is on 0 for 2. Big pitch, the 1-2 on the way. In there. Strike 3 called. That's strikeout number 8 now for Omar Banda. Eight strikeouts now for Omar Banda, now 2 away, now down to potential final out here. The official's going to discuss. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members to do their best and to be their best. We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation and a district of excellence. We are HCISD.
All right, kiddo, Real Sports Live, top of the 7th inning. Hobb is on the shortstop, stepping in. He's 1 for 2. He walked in his last at bat. He was one of the 2 only walks for Rio Grande City. 8 strikeouts for Banda. In there for a strike, 0-1 count. Again, Omar Banda, having the Wisconsin 8 strikeouts here, has been a dominant presence on the mound. Struck out Brian Pettis to start things off, then he strikes out Alan Garcia to get out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. You're hearing a 0-1 count now, quickly sitting in. Now the shortstop is on again. Bazan 1 for 2 after walking in the top of the 5th, but flew out in the top of the 2nd inning. 0-1 on the way. In there for a strike. Beautiful breaking ball in there. Now down to the potential final strike, and these Porter fans know it. Chance for Brownsville Porter here to go 1-1 in tournament competition, Hitch on the way. Check, swing, won't go. That's a 1-2 count. The celebration will have to hold off for a bit here in the top half of the 7th inning. And what saw the runs coming in the top of the 4th off that infield home run Ryan Galvan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. It's officially the ball game here. I think that's the final here, folks. Wait for a few moments. We're watching Real Sports Live.
Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the concession stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports.
Here to Real Sports Live, your final score. Brownsville Porter wins this one 4-0 over Rio Grande City to go 1-1 in tournament play. So what a way to shake things off after suffering that loss 11-2. They go back and win this one 4-0 over Rio Grande City. Our Real Sports Live player of the game for the Porter Cowboys would an Omar Devanda 9 strikeouts to secure the win on the mound for Brownsville veterans. Brownsville Porter, Coming up next year on Real Sports Live, our final matchup between Brownsville and Hanna taking on Rio Grande City. Signing out for now for Joe Bowling. Everyone at Real Sports Live, I'm Ruben Rodriguez saying so long, but not goodbye. It's coming up next. Hanna takes on Rio Grande City. You're watching Real Sports Live.